Welcome to episode 6 of the Nintendo Newscast. This week's guest is me, Jared Rutledge, introducing your hosts, Lauren and Amiibo Jason.
Good evening, Nintendo fans. Welcome to episode 6. 5, 6. Why do I do that? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
You're a little cheesy like that.
I've been doing that since the good old days of the Amiibo Newscast, but how's it going? I am one of your hosts, as always, Amiibo Jason, here again with the lovely, the stunning, the fantastic
Lauren, also known as Happily Candied.
But we also have a very special guest on the program.
Yes.
We technically have a very special guest every week on the program because you might recognize him as the voice of our intro. He is the very talented, the very funny. I've heard him. He is very funny.
Yeah.
Jared Rutledge. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
It's been some time.
It has. I asked Jason, I was like, when's the last time Jared was on here? Because it's been a long time. And I think you said it was about 7 months.
7 or 8 months, I think.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, no, it's been a while.
It's been some time, and I can tell your mic equipment has gotten even better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can agree.
And that's key.
It is very
We
key.
know about mic equipment because we've had really bad mic equipment in the past. We've gotten really good mic equipment that we haven't known how to use, and that didn't really improve anything. But now I think I've looked at enough YouTube video tutorials that I think I know how to make it work.
I think so too.
If you watched our Minecraft stream last night, you'll know how great I am with getting things working.
It was littered with, I guess, technical difficulties.
Maybe.
Here and there. But you know what, though? I have to say, that kind of setup, it makes it a lot more casual, a lot more laid back, and a lot more enjoyable, too. And I feel like we can interact. I think we can interact more with other people when we're kind of like, I don't know, running around, kind of going crazy.
It was funny though because you say it like, okay, it's really good. It's like a laid back experience. People like it. But I was watching our viewer count fall. Like as the problems got worse and worse, I'm like, oh my god, we've lost like half of them.
I was waiting for you to say something about that, but it actually picked up after we figured everything out.
It was okay. It turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Even though pretty much the moment I uploaded it to YouTube, I got a copyright strike.
Oh no! Oh, that seems to happen.
And what's actually really funny is the company that ported this version of Minecraft over to the Wii U. Yeah. They apparently worked with Nintendo. And Nintendo assured them that there was going to be no issues with the copyright stuff. Yeah. Apparently not. Oh. So that's the story of my life. Nintendo is essentially just taking my videos down. They took the last newscast down. They didn't just like put an ad in front of it. Yeah. They took it down. It was gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said it's not viewable in any country.
Surprise.
Oh.
Surprise. Yeah. But I'm honest to God used to it. If I have anything Nintendo related in the video, that they're at least gonna claim it, and like take away my monetization options. All like 15 cents I'd make from the video. So,
woo, raking in those big bucks.
So I think I'm gonna stop my tangent there. Otherwise, we're gonna have an entire newscast dedicated to how I'm feeling this morning.
Yeah. Poor Jared. Poor Jared over there.
I've run into some other issues that I got some choice words for, but I think I'm going to save that for another day.
Yay!
All right.
But we have our good friend Jared on here. What have you been up to since we've spoken last in 8 months, besides obviously recording our intros?
I've been just going to auditions, going to work. I'm actually this Saturday is going to be really fun. I'm going to see the Angry Birds movie with the director.
No way!
So that's going to be really cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Off?
My mom actually knew him from high school.
That's so cool.
That is pretty interesting.
Now, have you met him before at all, or is this going to be the first time that you're going to be kind of speaking with him in person? Uh-oh.
Can you hear us?
No, I guess.
Jared?
No, this is the first time I'll have met him.
Okay, got it.
Ooh.
What happened there?
I don't know.
That was weird.
It didn't go through.
All right, mic test real quick. Jared, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're good to go.
Okay. There was just a bit of a delay.
Sorry.
There was a weird delay.
Yeah.
I can edit that.
Excellent.
I might not, though.
No.
Sometimes I say I'm going to edit things and I don't.
Which is all the time.
Yeah. I'm tired. It's been, it's a long day.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. There it is.
I'm not tired now. I'm a ball of energy at the moment.
That's a lie.
No, it's not. Totally true.
One of our very loyal viewers pointed out that Jason always states how tired he is.
Because
every single
we generally record our newscasts like at 9:30 or 10 at night.
Yeah. So thank you, Jared, for jumping in on this crazy train here in the middle of the day.
My favorite part is that we have natural light coming in, so we don't have to set up these like super hot lights all around us at the moment. So I'm very happy about that.
It's exciting stuff.
So, since we spoke last on the newscast, we had very little Nintendo news. But luckily, we were able to, scrape the bottom of the Nintendo barrel for you. And we do have a few topics to talk about tonight.
We do.
And some of them are pretty gosh darn interesting.
Gosh darn.
Gosh darn it. So, I think actually, before we even get into topics, Jared, I haven't even spoken to you. Honestly, besides a Skype conversation, for quite some time. And I really want to get your opinion on what's going on with Nintendo at E3 this year. You were at E3 last year with us, and Nintendo's booth was Star Fox, and it was Zelda, and it had like Super Mario Maker, this huge Mario Maker thing. And this year we find out again that we only have Zelda U showing up on the show floor. How do you feel about that as not only a Nintendo fan, but somebody who's been to E3 in the past?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be the first to say it. I do think it's a little risky for Nintendo to have a new console releasing just next year and not be willing to show it at E3.
Very true.
But I mean, we've seen Zelda before, so I mean, it's just going to be new information for something that we already know a bit about. And I do think that pushing it to the NX was kind of inevitable, but it's going to be interesting to say the least.
How do you feel about it being so immersive, as Nintendo says? What do you believe that means, immersive?
So, in case you're wondering, Nintendo said that it was going to be this immersive experience for anybody at the E3 show floor. So that's going to be us. We're going to be there. And it's going to be supposedly this just all-encompassing surrounding press thing.
So I want to know what Jared thinks, because we've talked about it before, but I'd like another person's point of view on this.
I hope that they actually turn the E3 show floor into Hyrule, and you have to walk 5 miles to get to the next dungeon, which would be the next presentation.
So I'm just going to roll the entire way through the E3 show floor so I get there faster.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I was saying the last newscast that there must be wind blowing, so we need wind generators there for sure, and we need grass blowing in the wind too, and trees and the sunlight coming in. I mean, that's immersive.
So I don't think I've had the opportunity on a newscast to officially say what I believe is going to happen.
Ooh, please do.
I think Nintendo's going to blow our minds, and I think they're going to release an Amiibo line for Zelda U. I think they're going to announce it at E3. I think they're going to have the figures on display.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get to see them and play with them. So I don't think it's just going to be the game.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get access to Amiibo too.
They didn't say it was going to be limited to the game anyway, like you just pointed out. So
they said it's all Zelda U.
They just said it's all Zelda U, so that could very well mean, like you said, an Amiibo line too. So
very true.
That's really cool. I hope you're right.
Also, this is one that it might come true, it might not come true. I think we're going to see a companion app for the 3DS. I think we might see either something mobile, or we might see something that is going to be a companion for the game on like 3DS, or something that can communicate between the two games. I just think Nintendo has surprises in store. And if they are saying that it's going to be only this game, or only, about Zelda, that there's other Zelda stuff that's going to be coming as well. Because I can't imagine an entire day of streaming via Treehouse just for one game. And granted, we don't even know the title of the game yet, too. So I'm sure we're going to get the grand reveal for the title, too.
Yes,
but how much can we really watch in one day? Yeah. I guess that's the major question. So that's why I'm thinking Nintendo has an ace up their sleeve.
I hope so. There have been many times in the past where we've said, Nintendo's going to surprise us. There are so many different possibilities that they could be bringing to the table here. I guess right now, I definitely think it's a huge possibility, but I'm also not getting my hopes up at the same time because I really don't want them crushed by the time we get there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is this. The good news is even though we're only seeing one game on Nintendo's show floor, we got invitations to all the third-party stuff. So Capcom's got stuff. Atlas has got stuff. Sega has stuff. We have plenty of Nintendo stuff to go around at E3. Yeah. We just have to hunt around to find it.
Yeah. Well, the hunt is going to make this a really thrilling experience. It's being able to talk to people who are just in the gaming business in general, I think. And also just the people who are as passionate about this whole hobby as we are.
Nintendo, just surprise us. That's all I'm going to ask you. Just give us something cool.
Thrill us.
I can't imagine they're going to have a Treehouse event and not throw some like curveballs at us.
Hopefully. Well, Treehouse events to me are not exactly as captivating as a either digital presentation or a live presentation. So even though it was really exciting being able to sit at a live Treehouse event last year during E3, that was definitely one of my favorite experiences. I don't get as much out of it as I do with the real meat of Nintendo, and that is digital presentations or real, in-person presentations.
Nintendo's only let me down like 3 or 4 times this past year, so I don't think they're going to let me down a 5th time.
Jared, last year when you were at E3, were you able to sit down at all and watch the Treehouse event?
Yeah, no, I was actually at the Treehouse event when they showed off Super Mario Maker and they had the original creators come out. Yeah. That was so cool. That was probably the best part of the Treehouse event.
Oh, that's so cool. I don't know if we were there when the creators were.
So we were there when Charles was there, the voice of Mario, and they were showing off Mario Maker. And I got to show you something. So stall for just a second.
Here he's disappearing.
I think it's in this room.
Yes, we had the pleasure of meeting Charles in New York when the Nintendo New York store reopened.
It's not the drawer, stall them.
Okay.
Stall the folks.
And so that was when we actually met Charles Martinet. But before that, we were there. Let's see, we saw Charles. I was like 2 feet away from him at E3, but the line by then to see him was so long. You were able to meet him, weren't you?
Yeah, I actually, he called me up for the Mario impression contest. That's probably the best day of my life.
That's right.
Was when he picked me as the winner of the Mario impression contest. I got to shake his hand and take pictures with him, and he gave me the little gold Mario pin. That was probably like the best day of my life.
That is the coolest thing. Now, he must have been extremely impressed when he heard you for the first time. Like, could you see it in his eyes how impressed he was when your Mario voice came out?
Well, I mean, I was like crying, so it was kind of hard to see at the time. But
you're so genuine. That's awesome.
So I found it.
Okay.
So they were asking if anybody had any Super Mario Brothers tattoos because they were giving away these very, very cool pins.
Very, very
and
cool
I wanted
pins.
it.
Yeah.
And I don't have a Mario tattoo, but I do have, if you know me, the Zelda tattoo. Mm-hmm. So I showed him that, and apparently that was good enough. And I got this amazing... These are super rare too, by the way.
Hold that
30th anniversary Super Mario pin, and it's made of gold.
Yeah.
It's very, very neat.
Now, is that what you received, Jared, too?
Yeah, they said there was only about like 100 at the convention, I think. And so I got one for winning the impression contest, and then I went around to all the different booths and collected all the regular Mario pins as well.
I bet you kept them all in that nice folder that they handed out too.
Yeah, and he signed it for me.
Oh, that's so cool.
That was a good idea. Very good idea.
For giggles, I checked eBay at one point, and I saw them going for like $200.
Oh, and that was beforehand.
Gosh.
I know, but keep that.
I'm keeping this thing forever.
I was going to say the sentimental value is just way too high.
I remember they just threw it at me, and I just remember just one-handed catching it. I'm like, yes! Yes!
So that was reason enough, I think, to fly to LA.
That's all I needed. I'm like, okay, we can head out now. Whatever else they got, we don't need it.
Doesn't matter.
I got the gold pin.
Well, you and Jared have something in common then, because he said it was the best day of his life.
It was a pretty darn good day. Yeah. It was the whole week was fantastic. But I do remember I put the pin on my backpack.
Yeah.
And then I remember walking through the airport in Milwaukee, and I just hear it fall off on the carpet too. And I could have very easily not known.
Yeah.
So since then, it's stayed very safely.
I definitely would keep an eye on that thing.
But there we go.
No, I haven't taken it out of the little box that it came in. I'm too scared.
Yeah, I would not put it on anything that you actually use because the backings on those can just flip open so easily.
Very true.
Yeah, but...
So, Jared, what is your E3 predictions at this point?
Yeah.
What do you think? Think Nintendo has a surprise for us?
Realistically, well, were the rumors ever shot down about the Zelda Netflix series?
More or less, they were.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
but let's keep nothing's off topic. Nothing is essentially taboo on this newscast. So if you want to talk Zelda Netflix, talk Zelda Netflix. Do it.
I'm just hoping that like this isn't the only thing that they show off. Like there has to be more than this. To dedicate the entire presentation to one game, I think is a bit too much.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one.
All right. Well, that's what we think, at least for E3 at this point. Yeah. We're going to obviously find out in about 3 weeks. Yeah. So I can't believe how close we are.
I think as the day gets closer, I think we're going to have a little bit more to talk about as far as at least speculation goes.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe, just maybe our first topic is going to be something they're going to talk about at E3, even though personally, I think it's a little too soon.
I think it is too.
So Nintendo president, it's Kimishima. Sure. Kimishima.
Okay.
I'm very bad at that.
Yes.
He confirmed that Nintendo is getting in the movie business, so he had an interview with a Japanese newspaper, which was then translated by NeoGAF, and then making its way onto the rest of the internet. And essentially, Nintendo is going to be getting into the movie business. Apparently not the live-action movie business, though.
Yeah.
Apparently it's going to be CG animated, which is good.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would feel about a live-action Nintendo franchise. Maybe Metroid, if it was handled well.
I'm not completely against the idea of a live-action Nintendo series. I think the problem is that people keep jumping back in time to the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
And so people cannot shake that idea off. So I think that's why people are naturally leaning towards the animated or CGI type of feel instead.
We are getting to a point where video game movies don't look terrible anymore.
Yes.
So let's talk 3. So you're seeing the Angry Birds movie, and that doesn't look terrible, but that's lowest common denominator for a video game. I mean, it's a free-to-play app, for God's sake.
It's more of an app. It's an app, yeah.
But then we have the upcoming World of Warcraft movie, which looks pretty decent and has an insanely high budget. So you have that.
Yeah.
And then we have the trailer that just came out for Assassin's Creed. And I'll point out that I've never played a game in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Mm-hmm. I know about the game. Technically I've played like 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
And
obviously it didn't lure you in enough for you to keep playing.
But the trailer looked amazing. I'll see that movie.
Yeah.
For sure, I'll see that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have studios working with game publishers to make very high budget, fantastic movies.
Yeah.
So that gives me hope that Nintendo could technically create something that's not going to just be something that's going to, punch my childhood in the gut.
I think it's getting its foot in the door enough with a lot of different areas now that it didn't previously get into. Theme park.
Yep.
Big deal. I have a feeling that when that opens, it's going to be full of the utmost quality, and
hopefully.
I think a lot of thought is going to be put into that. The possibilities are really endless when it comes to the different areas, the different characters that you're going to see in there. I think that it's going to apply itself with just as much quality to the whole film genre too.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
Super Mario is getting to the point where he is nearly, maybe not quite nearly, but he's almost to the point where Mickey Mouse is. He's a household name. Kids recognize who he is. Yep. He is an American icon. And not just, he's a Japanese American icon. From Italy. He's an Italian plumber. That's the trifecta right there. It's just very hard to do. So I think we're getting to that thing where if they do make a movie, it's going to be good. I honestly think it's going to be good. But now that I have you two with me here on this newscast, I wanted to play a little game.
Ooh.
Okay.
And Jared, I want to start with you.
All right.
I want you in, let's say, a minute to pitch me your dream Nintendo movie.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Starting now?
Starting now. Let's do it.
All right. Well, it would actually be a franchise. So it starts off with the Mario movie. At the end, we see Master Hand, and so he's kind of like the Nick Fury of the Nintendo movies. So it's like the Mario movies, the Iron Man of the Nintendo movies, until eventually Master Hand shows up in all of the Nintendo movies, and then they have the Avengers Smash Bros movie.
Oh my God.
I think that would probably I mean, it would take a while for them to do it right. They can't just jump right into Smash Bros, but I think it would be really good if they did it.
So how is your movie trailer voice?
Ooh.
Have you done it? Can you do it?
Hmm.
Do you have a good movie trailer voice? This is on the spot, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This is not planned.
I could do my best. What should I say?
Oh.
Pitch. Imagine you're making a trailer for that movie.
For that movie in particular.
Like, so, in a world.
In a world. And it always has to start off in a world.
Doesn't it?
In a world where characters come to life. Something like that.
In a world where bros will smash.
There we go. I can dig
where
that.
Bros will smash. Oh, I love that.
Sounds like a movie you can watch late at night.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. That was a good one, though.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Quality family programming on the Nintendo Newscast.
Thanks to you, Amiibo Jason. That's all you. That's all you. We were thinking it in a very innocent type of way.
We were close.
Yeah, okay.
Happily Candied!
Yes.
What's your dream movie franchise?
One came to mind, and it's one that's been mentioned before, and it's something similar that we just talked about. We were talking about the live-action Netflix series for Zelda.
Yeah.
And I have never been opposed to that. I would love to see a live-action Zelda movie. I want to feel the depth of characters more so than we do in the games. I think the games nail the music. I think they nail the graphics, the scenery. I mean, it's this beautiful, all-encompassing world. And I think that's what Nintendo's trying to get at with E3. But I want to see them delve even further into the characters and not just get the emotions out from Link by watching him and his facial expressions, because he lacks that voice.
Silent protagonist.
He is this, and I have nothing wrong with it. I have no issues with that, but I would love to see it taken a step further at one point in time. I think that either now or even farther down the road in Nintendo's future, that's something I really want to see. I want to see Link develop as a character through movies and through a live action movie. I wouldn't be opposed to a CGI movie, but I think that if Nintendo approached this correctly and found the right director and the right cast, that it could really make something special. It would really be this monumental piece of art for film, I think. And the potential for that is just so extraordinary.
I can see it.
That's my dream. And as soon as I think of a Nintendo movie, my mind automatically goes to Zelda, because there's so much depth already there through, like I said, the music and the scenery and everything.
Yeah.
It could go so much further.
So go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah,
go ahead.
Last year I think they did talk to Shigeru Miyamoto about like who he would want to play Link in a Zelda movie, and if I can remember correctly, I'm pretty sure he said he wanted a girl to play Link so that it would be like a Peter Pan kind of scenario.
That's really interesting. I really don't see that in a lot of modern day type of film. I see it in plays.
Yeah.
But definitely not a lot of modern day film. It's very interesting, though.
So I 100% disagree with you.
Oh, well, hey, that's why this is a game and it's opinion.
It's totally fine.
No, but see, in Jason's world, my opinion is factual, so he always has to contradict that.
I want Nintendo to keep their hands off the Zelda franchise for live action. I don't want to see it. I don't want it to ruin any games coming out.
Yeah.
So here's why I don't think we are going to see a live action title for anything.
You really don't think that in the history of humanity that we're ever going to see a live action Nintendo film? Really, I'm interested to hear this, because 10 years from now, I can see you being wonderfully wrong.
Here we go. You ready? Yes. The Wii U was a colossal failure. It was not. It's a fantastic console. It is my favorite gaming console in this generation. Hands down. Financially, didn't do great. No third-party support. Not a whole lot of anything there. We have the NX coming out next year. And we know that in 2018 is when we're supposed to see the first of these Nintendo movies. We have Nintendo who needs to hold on to their franchises. They need their Marios, they need their Metroids, and they need their Zeldas if they're going to survive, if they're going to make the NX a console that's going to be any good.
Yeah.
So if they're going to roll the dice and attempt to take a franchise as beloved as Zelda, as something that's been around for 30 plus years at this point, spanning across every single gaming console Nintendo's ever made, minus the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
So don't hold that one against me.
And the Wii U.
And the Wii U.
Well, we got some remakes on the Wii U and Hyrule Warriors. We had Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think Nintendo's going to roll the dice and make a movie that could harm its franchise when it's in this position that it's in right now. It's essentially with the NX, it's do or die.
But you're saying right now, and you're saying before you said ever, they would ever make a live action.
I don't think Zelda is going to be on the table for live action.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because no matter what they do, it's going to hurt the brand.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt the brand in some way.
What's interesting, though, is that over the course of the last at least 5-6 years or so, Nintendo has made a lot of decisions. We talk about this all the time that we either don't understand, we didn't anticipate. And even though I see what you're saying, and I do agree with you that it would not be a smart move right now or even in the near future, that doesn't mean that Nintendo isn't going to put itself at risk. Its marketing is structured in a way that we don't quite comprehend. We do not understand it right now.
That's true.
I know you and I definitely don't agree with it. So that said, I think that just because we might not think it would be a good decision, they might have their own reasonings. I'm not saying it's a good reasoning, but
what I think we're going to get is we're going to get an animated Mario. And I think it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get a studio that's going to treat it very, very well, or they're going to do it first party like Marvel's doing right now.
I think we saw how well Bowser translated the whole Mario series.
In Wreck-It Ralph.
In Wreck-It Ralph.
For sure.
So, I mean, like, you take that and how awesome that was. If it's just a tiny little piece of that one movie, and you take him out and you apply it to this brand new Nintendo World movie, oh, God, that would be I would be all on board with that. I think my wish, my dream, my hope is still on the number one spot, but I wouldn't mind seeing that Mario movie.
Yeah. My number one pick, if they are going to do live action, which I don't think they are still, but the thing that would make the most sense would be Metroid. I think seeing Samus in her amazing suit of armor, and obviously the game's already...
Is that really why you want to see the live action?
Oh, I might want to see her in her Zero suit as well, maybe. Maybe if it was tastefully done.
Yeah, I'm sure many other people would hop on board the Metroid train.
I've seen some cosplay. I know what it looks like. Very nice. I'd like to see that. I think it would lend itself the best to a movie.
Yeah.
If you look at movies like Edge of Tomorrow or Elysium.
Yes.
These movies are very good at doing like a gritty sci-fi movie that could somehow look like it takes place in the real world. So I think that would be like the best kind of movie to do live action. Otherwise, if you remember the Pikmin shorts.
Yes. Oh, I love those.
A live action Pikmin movie, CG could be just as good as Pixar. Honestly, yes. The Pikmin shorts were funny in a way that I did not expect them to be.
Jared, have you watched them?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a good delay again.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We're gonna get past it. We'll fix it. Yeah. The best part about this is anytime there's like a technical glitch, I'm recording 3 separate things right now. Yeah. So anytime that happens, I'm nervous. Like the sync is just gonna screw up completely. Oh, this episode will be out sometime in 2017.
Yeah, be prepared.
When I'm done editing.
It'll be out when the NX is out.
Very true. I think it would have been easier to just fly Jared out here for this.
I know. Next time.
But yeah, we were talking about the Pikmin shorts. So he said he saw them. I honestly think they were amazing. I think Nintendo could do something very cool with the Pikmin franchise too.
I think so too. And to see the little individual characters develop just a little bit more, even more so in personality, would be pretty fun.
Very true.
Yeah.
2018. That's when we're supposed to see our very first Nintendo-centric movie. Yeah. Expect Mario to probably be the first franchise they tackle because Nintendo likes to essentially do things they know are going to be profitable. Yeah. And who wouldn't see a Mario movie?
It's a safe bet. Like you said, he's iconic.
I saw the Mario movie in theaters with Dennis Hopper.
Oh, I did too. I wanted to see that movie so bad, and you know what? I still own it on VHS.
It wasn't bad when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, no, I thought it was great when I was a kid because I didn't really understand what film was and adaptations were.
Yeah.
Nowadays, if I saw that for the first time, I'd be like,
Jared,
I don't think I was alive when the Mario movie came out.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And did you love it?
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's interesting. It's definitely a different take on Mario.
That is a very polite way of putting it. Yeah, it is a very, very different take.
Apparently, the movie had so many script issues and changes that the two leads, it was John.
I always have a problem pronouncing his name, but Liz Guidmo.
Oh, I don't think that's right.
No, but I see his name in my head. I just cannot pronounce it.
So that John guy, and then that one other dude, the guy who played Mario.
Oh, wow.
So what I've heard, and this has come out recently, apparently they were drunk on set the entire time.
No.
Like that's the only way they could get through it. And apparently the guy who played Mario injured himself pretty badly during one of the stunts too.
Oh no, didn't he pass away? Did he?
No, I think you're thinking of the Mario Brothers Super Show.
I think maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
He might be. I hope he's not dead. If you're dead,
I know Luigi on the show did.
What?
Luigi.
Oh yeah, both of them. Yeah, both are dead.
Yeah.
On the show, the Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of.
Do the Mario in respect for our fallen comrades. Do you know how to do the Mario?
Oh gosh, I did when I was little. That was one of my favorite TV shows.
You wave your arms from side to side.
Come on, everyone, let's do the Mario.
Oh, you know it, Jared.
See?
Yeah, no, I wasn't born for that one either, but I still watched it.
Good. That's a requirement.
I was like 3 when that show came out.
Too. I was about 3, maybe 4 actually.
And now it's on Netflix.
Yes. Oh, when I first saw that added to Netflix, I added that so quickly. And then I watched the first episode and I was like, how did I sit through this? Just because the volume of the intro is so loud. Yeah. And so I quickly had to turn it down because at the time I knew my neighbors were going to go crazy if they heard that. But it's still a fun show.
It's a fun show.
I highly recommend adding it just to try it out if you haven't yet.
All right. So there you go. Nintendo's getting in the movie business, and we're hoping it's going to be better than the last time they did. Do you want to talk about Pixels?
Oh, no, we're not going to Pixels.
Pixels wasn't that bad, folks.
You know what? It wasn't.
It was actually entertaining.
Jared, did you see Pixels?
I did. I actually really liked Pixels.
You did? Okay. I think people ripped on it a little too much. At the point where bad reviews started coming out, then I think people started basing their own opinions on those reviews, just like pretty much every single movie release.
Adam Sandler looked like he did not want to be there during parts of it.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was a pretty fun movie. And I don't think it's a spoiler at this point because it's in the trailer.
Yeah.
The Pac-Man scene was so cool.
Oh. Yes.
And so was the Donkey Kong scene. Those two were so neat.
Pac-Man is my favorite video game character, so like seeing seeing like an epic Pac-Man battle is like my favorite thing ever.
I wish they wouldn't have shown the part in the trailer where the guy gets his hand bit off, the guy who made Pac-Man, because that was actually funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I remember busting out laughing when that happened. But there was something about the graphics were gorgeous. They were phenomenal. I love how everything glowed just a little bit. It really made the whole movie pop visually.
Yeah.
So, very cool, yeah.
Overall, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad. Amiibo Jason. Overall, it wasn't that bad.
It was okay. It's all right.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on to the next topic, and that's the Pokémon GO US field testing is coming later this month. If you haven't signed up already, we highly recommend you head over to NintendoInquirer.com, find the article about it, and click the link. You could just go to the official website and click the link, but we want you to come to our site first because we have a really cool site, and we want you to see it.
We want you to see it.
We want you to come on over, please.
Join our Nintendo Inquirer family.
Yeah. We have photos. We have HTML.
Yeah.
We have a header.
Ooh, wow! I think you might be overdoing it. You might be overselling it.
You can leave comments too. The whole 9 yards. We are a legit website.
Let's move on to let's see. You signed up for the field testing?
Yeah, the Pokemon Go field testing just opened up for the U.S. It's already been out, I believe, in Australia first, and another country which escapes me at this point. If you're from that country, I apologize. You're not important enough for me to remember at this point. But pretty much everything from the field test is leaked.
Yeah.
Which it's 26. I was going to say 2015. It's 2016. Can you expect this not to leak at this point?
No way.
So. The field test is, how do I put this? If you don't know what Pokemon Go is, you're either living under a rock or you're completely new to like mobile Pokemon. But Pokemon Go is very similar to like you go walk around and have an adventure outside. And part of me thinks like it's like Nintendo and Google's way of like forcing us to go and do things and be active. And
it's kind of like Wii Fit. Yeah. I mean, it's you're on the go. You're moving around, which I think is good. It's encouraging, especially the younger people who have phones, to go outside and participate in the real world versus sitting at home with your home console. That's why I love the 3DS. You can take it with you anywhere, and I think that's why that if anything, it's healthier to at least game once in a while on your phone because you can go out and interact with people.
So you have a real world map. Yeah. It's supposedly based on a Google map. I think it is a Google map, by the way, because the company that made this, there was a game called Ingress. Okay. And Ingress was a game that you could get on Android, and it was very, very similar to Pokemon Go, as in you had to actually get up, walk around, find like these beacons, and interact with the beacons. So this game is very similar to that. You can see Pokemon on a world map. You can walk over to them, and then you can interact with them either via camera, if you want to use the camera mode, which I think is cool. Yeah. I think could get old after a while. Otherwise, you can turn the camera off, and then you can just try to catch the Pokemon. Okay. I'm waiting to see the first person that's going to get hit by a car. I'm waiting to see the first person that's going to trespass on somebody's property and get shot. I think that might be over.
It's so extreme. You're thinking of these really extreme scenarios. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, these bad things could happen, but like I said, so extreme.
I can imagine like Mewtwo is at like some secret government base or something like that. You have to like sneak in strategically, steal some documents, send them to the Japanese government. So, I don't know.
Jared's like freaking out.
There was an episode of South Park called Gym Pokemon. Jared, I don't know if you've ever seen Gym Pokemon.
I have not.
Gym Pokemon was a Pokemon ripoff.
I figured, believe it or not.
It was created in Japan, obviously, and it was a way that the Japanese government would brainwash U.S. kids to be kamikaze pilots. Because they would have to buy all these toys and watch the anime, and the anime would brainwash them, and you see all these kids like walking to like an Air Force base and getting in planes. Not appropriate.
No.
I don't think that's what's happening here. But you never know.
You never know.
But yeah, I mean, Pokemon Go it's coming. It's going to be fun. I'm going to pick it up. We're both signed up for the field test.
Yes. Jared, did you sign up for the field test? You did. Awesome. I saw him.
Of course I did.
It's funny. I would have forgotten to if Jason, you hadn't kept coming over to me and being like, "Did you sign up yet? Did you sign up yet?" Yep. And then at one point, I think you just stood there and made sure I signed up as I typed it into my computer. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have forgotten.
Every email account I had got signed up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I was not that creative with it.
And I'm sure I'll still get declined.
Oh yes. Oh, it'd be great if I got accepted and you got declined.
I'll just steal your invite.
That would happen.
I would do that.
Yes.
I'm not a good man.
Amiibo Jason.
So honestly, I think Pokemon Go is cool enough in its own right. It only features the original 150, I think 151 Pokemon in the first update. There's supposedly other updates coming out that are going to throw in more Pokemon into the mix. That might be speculation, but I'd like to consider it just to be fact at this point.
Yeah.
But I'll play it. I think it'll be kind of a fun thing to do as long as I don't get hit by a car or run into a pedestrian.
Just be careful. Be careful, folks.
Get shot at a government base. But Jared, are you planning on actually playing the game?
Yeah, no, I actually I have a whole group of people I'm planning on going out with the first day.
Oh, cool.
Just to go find Pokemon.
Wow, we don't have a group arranged.
No, I don't need a group. I work better alone. I'm the Gary Oak of the Pokemon universe. All I need is a car full of cheerleaders cheering me on that follows me around. Going, Jason, he's our man. If you've watched the anime, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you're just too young.
I don't even need to know for this to be ridiculous.
I'm currently taking applications for cheerleaders.
Okay, let's move on.
You can send your application to @happily_candied on Twitter.
No, please don't.
So what about you?
What about me? What?
How much do you plan on playing this game?
I don't know.
If at all.
I definitely want to try it out because I want to see, I want to get that experience.
Yeah.
I loved the very first commercial that we saw for it. People out in the real world. I think one of my favorite scenes was, it looked like it was somewhere in Europe and they were in these beautiful grassy fields.
Mountains.
Actually, they were large hills.
Someone's going to tumble off one of them mountains.
And I think it was Charizard who was in those hills. I was really captured by that.
Yeah.
And it was the whole commercial was extremely magical, and I thought I want to be one of those people. So yeah, I want to try it.
You want to be the very best?
I want to be the very best.
Like no one ever was?
I am the very best.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, but I want to try it out. Maybe it'll be like Mitomo and completely make me addicted. Who knows?
Addicted for what, a week?
No, I was addicted for like at least a month or so. I still sign on every single morning, but
Mitomo.
Yeah, but hey,
more like me. Wait, I can't say that on this newscast.
No,
Mitomo's great.
But I think that Pokemon Go it's a completely different genre. So I think it's going to grab a different audience, and it's also going to attract people for different reasons.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So you said you have a group together, like a posse, like a Brock and a Misty of sorts. Is that right? So who are you in the equation? Are you Brock, Misty, or Ash?
Yeah. I kind of feel like I'm going to be separated from the group a bit, so I feel like I'll be more of the Team Rocket while I like follow the group.
Oh my god, that would be amazing! And then just snipe their Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's an entirely new way to play this game. I could be. Do you want to be Jesse and James? And just go around after these kids playing the game and steal their Pokemon?
Oh, I like this idea. Jared, you're on to something.
Oh my god. Oh, you can be Giovanni.
I'll be the Meowth.
You can be Meowth or Giovanni, one of the two.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But instead of stealing their Pokemon, we steal their phones and run away. I love this idea.
Can we dress up as Jesse and James?
You don't have you have the color hair.
I do.
For it, but you don't have the length.
No. But that's okay. I'm the new age.
New age.
Yeah.
Pixie Jesse.
Yes, I like where you're going with this.
And then, I don't know, cuter in person, James.
We have to think of something creative for Jared.
Jared just has to say Meowth, that's right. And that's all he has to do.
Can I do it now?
Meowth, that's right.
Oh my god! Jared Rutledge, I didn't know you had that in you.
Oh, come on, of course you
I didn't either, I just kind of said it.
That was pretty darn good.
Wow, there was something towards the end of it especially that I'm like, I thought it was... That was it.
I'm a little turned on right now. That was really good.
You need to tone it down a little bit, Jason.
I'm leaning back on the couch now. If you notice my voice is further away, it's because I'm just beat now.
Oh my god.
All right, here it comes. Oh,
down.
Now people can see I'm barefoot at the moment.
Yeah.
All great podcasters don't wear shoes.
Oh, that's a fact that I'm sure very few people are aware of at this point.
It's 100% true.
Yes. Look it up.
So remember, kids, if you are in the Milwaukee area, or Jared, what city are you in?
Temecula.
Temecula.
Well, that too.
Just keep a lookout for some shady-looking folks following you around when you're playing Pokemon Go, because we are going to show up when you least expect it to steal your Pokemon.
So we're the creeps of Pokemon Go? That's what we are?
We're the team... Well, creeps is it's a harsh word. Team Rocket has saved the day on several occasions. Team Rocket has saved the day on several occasions.
If you want to put a positive spin on this, Mr. Eric, glass half full.
Yeah, I'm an optimist at heart.
Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, that's definitely not true.
Do we know anything else about this device that's coming out with Pokemon Go? This little thing that you clip
wish.
On?
Yeah, me too, because it looks adorable for one thing, but after they announced it, we didn't get any other information.
I have a feeling that it has something to do with like hatching eggs or something, like walking around. Because in the Pokemon franchise, I'm sure you know, if you want to hatch an egg, you got to walk around or like ride around on a bike, because it's painstakingly stupid to do. I can imagine it's like a pedometer that somehow hooks up to it that maybe can let you hatch eggs in the game or do something similar to that. Maybe.
But yeah, I'd like to get more information on that. Too bad that's not something we'll be seeing at E3.
Maybe we will.
That would be amazing, because I think that would make it a little bit more of a well-rounded experience.
I mean, Nintendo said that their booth is dedicated to Zelda. Maybe the Pokemon Company is going to have its own booth.
Ooh.
It won't, but maybe it will. Please. Come on, it was a very expensive flight, Nintendo. It was very expensive.
Oh.
I do want to play Zelda, though. I really do.
I know. On the Wii U, not the NX.
Oh, who cares about the NX?
Oh, bite your tongue, mister.
NX. Like, never Xing coming.
Jared, you can sign off now if you want. I understand completely.
Okay, see you guys.
Okay.
No, that was fun. Thank you for tuning in episode 6 of the Nintendo Newscast.
Okay, let's move on now.
All right, let's move on. So, we've already talked about Nintendo getting into movies. We've already talked about us stealing kids' phones.
Yes.
So, why don't we move into the next thing? And that's going to be the Korokoro trailer that came out for Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yep.
With a whole brand new 0.5 seconds of footage, never seen before. Very exciting, but that 0.5 seconds of footage had a new little Pokemon in it.
Yes, it did. And people are kind of jumping back and forth. At least our team was.
Yeah.
With what it could be. And it was pretty much split into two different teams. And that was either a dog
yeah.
or a deer. Because my first reaction was...
Or a dog deer.
Or a dog deer. Because Pokemon does tend to mash things up pretty well. But I think people initially said dog. But my first impression was with the shape of the tail.
Yeah.
Its bushiness. And even the shape of its ears. It reminded me of a little deer.
A baby deer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Little puppy deer.
Yeah. What did you think it looked like, Jared?
I would probably be more in the dog camp, but because when it first came out, people were like, "Oh, look at the antlers," but then they realized that was just
they were legs?
the person's shoes. Yeah.
Oh.
And
I was gonna actually point that out the entire time. I'm like, "Look at those horns."
Yeah, I never even saw any horns on it.
The first article I put out, I'm like, "It has big red horns," and I'm like, "Oh wait, those are legs."
Yeah.
So that's. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's because people, I saw people like, oh no, it doesn't have horns, so no horns just automatically means it's not a deer. I don't know.
Okay, well remember, horns are usually only on male deer. Female deer.
They're only on male deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
You said usually only.
This is a fantasy, a fantastical character, so who knows what's on it?
That's true.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I will continue. That's pretty much all anyway.
Oh. Amiibo Jason ruining podcasts for almost a year running now. Actually, we are a year running.
1986. Was that when you were born?
85. Thanks a lot. Happily Candied. Doesn't even know my birth date.
I was trying to match you up with your grade level because you're one year below me. So
the world knows we're
always
dating
beneath,
and you don't even know my
beneath
birthday.
Me. What?
The world knows we're dating and you don't even know my birthday.
Stop. I was put on the
Somebody
spot.
needs to make a graphic of like every time Happily Candied like lowers our relationship just a little bit by getting something wrong about my personal. And she just flicked me. That's one point down.
Stop it. We're moving on now.
What are we moving on to?
I want to hear Jared's other thoughts on this.
Jared, what are your other thoughts besides the deer dog?
But yes. Did you get anything else from this new Koro video?
Oh no, I just like just how cute Poplio is, I guess.
So Poplio is your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew people were gonna lose their minds over Litten. Well, I thought they were anyway, but Rowlet, he's the favorite.
I cannot help it. I'm in love with Rowlet.
Or like Pooplio.
Oh, he's so cute though.
So Happily Candied, you know this.
Yes.
So our friend Gondacris, she is making a custom with all three on one base. And I don't know if I should say this or not, but she put a photo out on Twitter today of just what it looks like currently, which is just the Rowlet.
Yes, I saw that.
She sent me another photo privately that no one else has seen yet. I was
looking over your shoulder when you were looking at this.
And I'm not going to spoil it for her because you need to watch her stream. She is honestly a godsend in the world of custom Amiibo. The photo she sent me is so cool.
Yeah.
It is amazing what it's going to be, and I've already begged her to buy it.
Is she giving in yet?
I think I might have broken her a little bit on it.
Oh, just a little bit.
I'm almost positive it's going to be mine at some point.
What I like about her approach on this is that it's very possible that we'll get it's possible that we'll get Amiibo that are one of each.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
But
a 3-pack.
But the fact that there are 3 of them
on one base,
that makes it all the more cool.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, it is because you've seen photos that no one else has.
Wouldn't it be cool if Nintendo took the same lead?
Yeah.
But they obviously want to sell as many figures as they can.
Yeah, they're going to go individual. They're going to go individual for sure.
So, you think it's a deer?
Yes. I think it could be. I mean, it could be a dog too. I'm not opposed to a dog. It's just deer was my first reaction.
So I'm thinking it's a dog, and the reason I say that is because somebody sent me an article about a dog that's native to Hawaii that has a tail that looks very similar to it, so I'm guessing they're going to be basing it on that.
Okay.
And it's freaking Pokemon, for God's sakes. Yeah. We have electric rats, so why can't it be a deer dog?
Yes.
A dog deer.
Like I said, mashup. Just a nice mashup Pokemon.
Badam.
Badam.
Wait, is that a bad word? Badoom. Badarn.
Badarn. I like Badarn.
Badarn. So, Jared, since you weren't on the last episode, we had Jason Greer on.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on Sun and Moon so far? Because honestly, we don't have a lot of other Nintendo stuff coming out this year. I'm so sad. Besides Paper Mario, Color Splash Game of the Year 2016 coming this year. It's gonna be amazing for the Wii U.
Yeah.
It's everything that Paper Mario fans have wanted for years and more. Coming exclusively to the Wii U, Paper Mario Color Splash.
Can I just say this? I love all of your Paper Mario Color Splash rants. You've gone, I think this is the third time. And
it's a great game. It's going to be fun.
It usually stretches on for like 10, sometimes like over 30 seconds. And it's so funny because you're really making a big deal about it.
Did you know in Paper Mario Color Splash, it is a 3D platformer based in a 2D world? Like, yeah, like everything that you loved about everything you loved about Paper Mario, Nintendo was like, no, we're not going to use any of that. We're going to throw that away. We're going to throw it down that way. And we're going to take this beloved character that you guys have grown up with since the Nintendo 64 era, and we're going to turn it into something that's just a monstrosity. And you guys are going to love it. It's going to be fantastic. You know, we listened to the fans, and then we disregarded everything they said, and now we're going to make Game of the Year 2016. Paper Mario Color Splash coming this year, Christmas 2016, to bury the Wii U in the ground.
All Nintendo needs to do is crop that segment of you and make it into a commercial, and they're good to go. There's the marketing.
I'm going to buy 2 copies. One I'm going to keep in the box in the cellophane, and one I'm going to open up and play to my heart's content. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time.
What a beautiful, beautiful dream.
Yeah. It's not a dream. It's a reality.
It's a reality plan.
We'll be live streaming Paper Mario Color Splash, I'm sure, from the day it comes out.
For at least a year straight.
Yeah.
Join us every Wednesday for Paper Mario Color Splash.
We're going to do a 100% run.
Yeah.
Then we're going to do a glitch run.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do a no items run. And then we're going to do just a run where he runs in circles the entire time.
A run.
A run. Just a run.
Mario's got the runs.
Yep. Paper Mario Color Splash, Holiday 2016. Okay, so Pokémon Sun and Moon. Let's talk about the actual game that's going to sell this year. Yeah. Pokémon Sun and Moon, again, coming out Holiday 2016. We had Jason Greer on last week. He gave us his thoughts of what he is hoping to see from Pokémon Sun and Moon. Jared Rutledge, the man, the myth, the legend, the voice of the show.
Yes.
What do you think we're going to see?
Hopefully, at least, 5 new Pokemon, maybe. I'm just
we at
really
least have
excited
6 already. We have Your Dog, we have the 3 starters, and we have the 2 legendaries. Yes. We got 6.
Yeah.
So we've met your minimum criteria.
I don't know. I'm just really excited for it because we've had all the different areas that Pokemon has taken place in before, and they've all been themed. But Hawaii is just such a cool theme. They can do so much with it. I know when they revealed a little while ago Volcanion, I thought that was a pretty Hawaii kind of themed Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
So I was excited for that one, even though people complained about the water fire type, but whatever. I'm just I don't know. I've played a lot of the Pokemon games. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, but I really don't have too much that I necessarily need out of this game. I just think it looks great, and I'm excited to play it.
Yeah.
I want Amiibo. You know that right now.
Yeah. That's.
I want a Rowlet Amiibo. That's all I need.
And I want limited Amiibo. Sorry, folks. I want Nintendo to. It would be amazing if they could put out every kind of variation that they could and make some more rare than others, just like real Pokemon. And let Holiday 2016 be the year where parents are punching each other in the face to get the rare Amiibos, because that was a fun time. That was fun.
Return to those golden days.
Those were the days.
Oh,
All in the Family? No, that's way beyond most people.
Yeah,
that was on Nick at Night for me. So, honest to God, though, it's if Nintendo pulls the trigger on Pokemon Amiibo for the Holiday 2016, I honestly think they are going to do very, very well.
Yeah.
And seeing as they're in the financial state that they're currently in, and we don't have an NX coming out this year, we don't have a Zelda coming out this year, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I do, honest to God, believe we're going to see a lot of new Amiibo this year. Not just Bayonetta, not just Corrin, not just Cloud. Speaking of which, where the heck are they?
I was wondering the same thing. That's something I was waiting for them to announce for E3. That was going to be at E3 or is going to be announced, officially at E3. Here are the Amiibo, but so far there's been nothing. It's just silence.
So weird.
It's very, very strange. Yes.
But yeah, I honest to God believe we're going to get Amiibo in some form, and if they don't, it's a huge missed opportunity. So.
Okay.
I really think they should follow the, Shadow Mewtwo Amiibo card and keep making Pokemon Amiibo cards. I think because they already have Pokemon cards, Amiibo cards. It just makes too much sense. I don't know why they wouldn't.
Dude, that card was borderline useless to begin with. I mean, because you
I know.
unlock Shadow Mewtwo anyway by beating the game. Spoiler. Sorry about that. Did I ruin everybody's Pokémon tournament experience?
Oh. It's been out for long enough.
It might have. But that being said, it was honestly pretty much a useless thing.
Yeah.
And I think they threw it in there because we need to sell more copies of Pokémon, so let's throw an Amiibo card in there. Anything that has the word Amiibo on it, it's going to sell more.
I was hoping that it was just kind of the introduction to Pokemon Amiibo cards.
I think that's what it's. I think that's what's going to happen.
It's just kind of like open the door and said, this is what could be next, and then we'll get them. So
and they've already talked about it. The creator of Pokémon said that he's hoping that Shadow Mewtwo could become canon in the Pokemon story, like the main story games.
Okay.
So maybe we'll see that card have some sort of tie-in with Pokemon Sun and Moon. Am I reaching for the stars here, Nintendo? Am I asking too much? Just release the Amiibo.
Oh, God.
Just do it. I'm sorry. I'm passionate.
I can tell.
We have no NX. We have no Zelda. Christmas is ruined.
It's okay.
We've got Paper Mario.
Oh my God, we have Paper Mario Color Splash. Game of the Year 2016. I forgot about that. We do have that.
How could you forget about that? That's the highlight of your year.
Unless that change.org, the change.org petition goes through to cancel Paper Mario Color Splash. Yeah, there's one for that, and cancel Metroid Prime Federation Force.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
I want that game pretty bad. I think it's going to be
Federation Force?
Yeah, it looks fun.
It does look fun.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Sorry, Jared.
No, I want to play Metroid.
Yeah, like I'm not even like I have never delved into the series myself, but that definitely looks fun. I like the idea that we had fun with Triforce Heroes. I think Metroid Federation Force is going to be fun too.
People are just so tied up on Nintendo. This is not what we asked for.
Yeah,
and I get that. I totally understand that. But I believe we're going to see a Metroid title for launch on the NX. I mean, we are. We're going to see it. It's going to happen. 100% guaranteed. If I'm wrong, come back in March of 2017, go down to the comments and say, hey, Amiibo Jason, you were wrong. You owe me a Coke. I'll buy every single one of you a Coke.
Thanks, Amiibo Jason. Me too.
Up to 100 Cokes. Coca-Cola.
Yes, you can quote him on that.
You got it. Well, I think that ends our topics for today. Yes. There's no speed round today.
Did you not ask?
I did ask. And we had like 2 questions. And they were pretty much a variation of the same question.
Oh, okay.
We are going to come back with the speed round next time again, though. But I did ask for if anybody had any questions, like in the middle of a school day.
Oh, okay.
On a weekday, like 35 minutes before we started recording.
Normally, we throw it out there almost 12 hours in advance. So that's probably why.
Sorry, I suck. But before we go, Jared, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for the show. We love having your voice at the beginning of the show every single time. It's been an amazing year. You've been with us since episode 1 of the Amiibo Newscast, and now here we are with episode 6 of the Nintendo Newscast. We are over 32 podcasts in right now, which is really cool to me.
It is. I'm really proud of how far all of us have come, and it's been an honor working with you, Jared. I'm just excited that we get to all continue working together.
Completely agree.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So thank you guys for letting me be a part of it. It's been so much fun.
So where can we find you, Jared?
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at Jared_Rutledge. That's, my only social media right now because,
yeah. Well, we'll make sure to link you in the description too.
We'll put it down.
All right.
Yeah.
In that area.
In that area.
Down there. What about you? Where can we locate your amazing world of stuff? I didn't want to steal your thunder. So.
I was going to say, it looks like you're leading into my
I was going to, I
here.
decided not to.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at Happily_Candied, and my personal website, HappilyCandied.com, is linked in my description there, so feel free to click it.
All right.
Yeah.
And I am Amiibo Jason. You can find me on Twitter at Amiibo Jason. Our Twitter account is at Amiibo News, at Nintendo INQ, at Toys INQ. And you can find our website, NintendoInquirer.com. If you're looking for Crafting with Lauren, we're hoping to get that podcast off the ground. If you want to help make Crafting with Lauren a real thing, go to our Patreon page, leave a donation. I'm going to actually make that an award. And I'm going to force you to do Crafting with Lauren.
I was actually going to do a giveaway for a Crafting with Lauren giveaway on my own personal Twitter account.
Yep. You should.
Thanks for the encouragement.
We will be back next week with episode 7 of the Nintendo Newscast. So have a good night, or a good morning, or a good afternoon, depending on when you're listening to this, and we'll be back soon. Bye guys!
Bye.